it play and call it work.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vito here from miniwargaming.com, and welcome to this week's Sit and Talk with me, Vito. If you want to leave a comment for next person, I believe it's Steve? Yeah, it's always Steve. I think it's after me. You can leave it in the comment section in this video. But right now, you will be listening to me. I'm going to go ahead and open the queue right now so you can leave your questions. If you'd like to leave a question, put in your comment or question, and then with the command !ask, and I will make sure to answer all of your questions. It can be about anything. It can be wargaming related, it can be about me, or anything related to, well, painting, because I like to paint quite a bit. I have quite a bit of hobbies. So anything you'd like to ask. There's not really a lot of questions that were answered in Aaron's last video. So if you want to leave in your questions right away, because I think right now I'll answer one question that was there, but I think it's mostly just going to be me going around, sitting and chatting about the things that I enjoy. So I'm just going to go ahead. Did I open the queue? I think I opened the queue. I opened the queue. There we go. I did. So we have one question here from Zergalurgadurg. That was from Aaron's Sit and Talk. And oh, Zergalurgadurg, you haven't been here for a while. And did you leave a really, really long question? At Vito, hello and a fine greater good to all of you poor Goella across the Imperium of Man. We of the Watercast have spent the last few months transitioning this Good Morning Terra travesty into something more refined in order to broadcast the benefits of the greater good. Ooh, this is going to be a Tau-related one. So we welcome you all to this first episode of the Greater Good Morning. You know what? Colin will enjoy this. We are joined on this inaugural broadcast by a very finely dressed specimen of your race. So please join me in cordially welcoming Vito the Vest. Oh, thank you very much. This episode of Greater Good Morning is brought to you by the Earthcast. Do you spend years and years refining skills that are underused, underappreciated, and thought to be underwhelming to your superiors? Then why not think about joining Guevesa Auxiliary Corps of the Earthcast? We will allow you to use your skills in mathematics, science, engineering, and the medical fields to actually help those around you and work towards, you guessed it, the greater good. If interested, please approach one of the fine Watercast brethren with an updated resume and at least 3 references. They always get you with the references. Earthcast. We make sure the greater good is great and good. Colin, what do you think about the Watercast? Are you a water guy, earth guy, fire guy? Yeah, you can just tell me and I'll tell everyone. Earth. Colin's an earth guy. Now, if this was the Legend of Korra or the Airbenders, I'm more of a water guy myself. But I don't know none of this Tau nonsense. Thank you to our friends from the Earthcast for that pleasant message. Now, Vito, we have a few queries for you to answer to the best of your ability. Not sure if you saw the recent update to the Guerransha, also known as Space Marines, rules for the game that came out today. I have. In short, they have changed the doctrine rule that turn 1 is the Devastator doctrine, then turn 2 is tactical, and by turn 4 you must change to the assault doctrine. And there is no way to go back once your doctrine changes. Your thoughts? So I'll answer that and then I'll get back to the rest of it. I think that's cool. Yeah, I know quite a few people that I've been talking to or hearing their changes. Excuse me for the cough. Some people are upset about it. I think it's fine. I mean, I know Iron Hands got hit pretty hard with it. But I mean, Iron Hands were really powerful, especially in Devastator or the Never Left Devastator. From myself, personally speaking, White Scars didn't get hurt at all. I know White Scars love tactical doctrine, and by turn 4, they, I think, want to be an assault doctrine, especially taking advantage of like all of their chainswords being at 2 damage. So yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm happy. I think it's a-okay. Lately, we have seen you trying a lot of new armies or new combinations in your current armies. I've been trying a lot of new things. Have any of these really pipped your interest, or are you just changing things up for variety? I think it's a little bit of both. I've been really trying to change things. Having a lot of variety on the channel, I think, is good. Variety is the spice of life. And it's always good to mix things up with a lot of my own, well, the things that I really enjoy. White Scars, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, or Thousand Suns. I think that those are really, really important things. It's always to spice things up. So yeah, I'm just gonna always try to change and have a lot of variety. So look forward to seeing more of that. Lastly, for all you faithful Talva, Colin, am I saying that? Talva? You would know? Colin's doing, yeah. Let's say Tau listeners, if you could integrate yourself into the Tau Empire, I would never. Which cast do you think you would most fit in with? To help you with your decision, okay, here's a brief explanation of each cast. Thank you so much, because I have no idea what I'm doing here. Firecast, the Warriors of the Tau Empire, Earth. Okay, Earth cast. This cast provides for the manufacturing, agriculture, industrial, artisans, and engineering needs of the Tau Empire. Aircast. These fine specimens are our pilots and starships, crew. Watercast serve the Tau Empire as traders, merchants, public servants, bureaucrats, and ministers, diplomats, and ambassadors. Well, that's all that is all the time that we have here allotted for this episode of The Greater Good Morning. We must now leave to repel another futile attack from the previous proprietors of this show. Tauva to all of you, and good night. I don't want to go fight things. I'm too good looking for that. Colin had a nice little chuckle there. I don't think I'm aircast. I mean, I'm a pretty good driver, but I don't know about piloting a ship. I love the water, but I'm not a great swimmer. Something about like the wide open ocean, and I just love the way water moves. It's beautiful to look at. But I don't know if I'm a trader or a merchant. Aircast, maybe? Being an artisan? Maybe I would go with Earth. I think, is it Earthcast? Yeah, I'll go Earthcast. Let's go with Earthcast. That's for me. Earthcast is the one for Vito. So let's jump into the queue right now from Bogalicious. Vito, are the Thousand Suns your favorite 40k army? Ooh. That's a good question. Sorry, I am parched. I'm going to say Thousand Suns, I think 30k wise are my favorite lore. However, Demons of Slaanesh are my absolute favorite army in 40k. I think they're one of the weakest. However, I really enjoy just the play style. They're absolute garbage in shooting. Barely have any. I love the flavor. I love the maneuverability. You can have tons of board control. You can control all the objectives if you really want to. They're great in combat. But I mean, I think Thousand Suns are really close. Oh, I can't even say if they're a close second because I love the White Scars as well. Oh, this is a tough one. They're good. I really like the Thousand Suns in 40k, but I wouldn't say they're my favorite. Next question from Baharaz. Hey Vito, good to see you. It's nice to see you in the chat as well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. How are the tonsils? The tonsils. Actually, you know what? I got myself a water pick. And that thing is a miracle worker. I accidentally put the setting on too high and actually made myself bleed. Because it's mostly meant for like your gums and try to get like plaque and stuff. But the doctor told me like I can actually squirt water on my actual tonsils. So I did, and I made myself bleed. So, but no, they're not too bad. Not too bad. I actually don't think it's my tonsils that are causing this cough, because that's what the doctor told me. I just think I looked it up, and there's this thing called like the 150-day cough, which you literally have a cough for like 150 days, and I get it once a year. So for 150 days, for 6 months, 6 months I have a cough. So I'm hoping by my wedding, I don't have this garbage. And my wedding is not until June, so fingers crossed. What are you working on right now in terms of AOS and 40K? So personally, right now, I suppose you can say I'm still working on my Hedonites of Slaanesh. I have a ton of stuff to work on. Because like I said, I bought 9 start collecting boxes, so I'm still plugging away at that. Same thing for 40K, still plugging away at my Demons of Slaanesh. My White Scars, I have a ton of Primera stuff to work on, and all of the Forge World stuff that came in, I still have to work on that. However, my attention has really been on the Batman miniature game. 3rd edition has come out. I pre-ordered that. That has come in. And I also have been working on, the DC miniature game. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys have been seeing, I've been posting a lot of that on the Mini Wargaming Facebook page. I've painted up, I think like the Society of Evil, or the Legion of Doom, I should say. All of like the LexCorp army, the Justice League, and a whole bunch of other characters. I've painted so much stuff recently that I haven't posted. And I'm so excited for the DC miniature game. So my attention really hasn't been too much on working on my own 40K and AOS stuff. It's just been on this little side project of DC and Batman stuff. So I'm really focusing right now on, on getting that stuff done. I don't know why. I know I just have piles and piles of things that I have to get painted. But it's the miniatures that are so evocative and that are just speaking to me more. I mean, I don't know how to play the game. I've read a little bit of the rule books, but it's when a miniature really captivates you, and especially the lore, that's what really speaks to me. Also, Colin, he has more. It's 140506. Also, if you have, it's getting a little warm.
Also, if you had to swap bodies with Josh and fight yourself, who do you think would win?
Okay. I think I can outrun Josh. But, well, hold on. So I'm swapping bodies with Josh.
And then fighting yourself.
That's a hard question. I don't know.
Either way you win, right?
Either way, but I don't want to harm this body. So I know Josh has a bad leg, but so do I. You know what? Okay, this is what I would do. Does Josh go into my body, like this body? So this is what I would do. I'd I would switch bodies with Josh, and then I would switch bodies with Josh, and then Josh and I, which are technically me, would go out and have a really nice dinner together, and then we would just gorge ourselves. And then the next day, I would go to the gym with Josh, and we would get swoles, and then I win. So that's it. I win. Okay.
There's another part.
Okay, there's more.
Lastly, how's life? You're one of my favorite producers.
Oh, thank you.
Brackets, all online content included, and I hope life smiles on you.
How are things? I wish I could say that things have been 100%, but they haven't. I'm going through a bit of a rough patch, not in my own personal life, a little mentally, I think. I'm hoping that I can get over it. I'm going to say that I'm hoping that things do get better, and I'm going to be getting married soon, so I'm totally looking forward to that. I'm in love with the most beautiful woman in the world. So yeah, I'm hoping that things do get better with everything else. So thank you, Baharez, so much. I do appreciate that comment. And yeah, thanks so much, man. So we're going to go on to the next question. If I can even pick next. Me and my fat fingers, I hate. What did I just. No! I cleared a question. I cleared two. It was from Sia. What did I just do?
It was the one after the Baharez question?
Yeah, I totally apologize.
Okay. Hey, Vito, what happened to that Schwarzenegger-esque video?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't for me, but I'm curious to see it develop anyway. What's the plan for the future?
Oh, yeah. That was an attempt at original content that was meant to make people laugh, to make something, I think that, yeah, just make people laugh, something that was enjoyable, total goof thing, but different strokes for different folks. Clearly some people didn't find the humor in it, and I think that's that. I think we're going to put that to bed, and yeah, that's it.
Now, do you have the one from
Blazin?
Balson?
Yes, I have that.
Okay.
So we'll go on from that. From Blazin? Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, everyone. Am I saying that right, Colin? Blazin? I know. I apologize, Colin.
Balson 301.
Blason 301. Hi, Vito. Did you grow up in Canada? Have you ever played Warhammer Fantasy Battle? I did, yeah. I grew up in Toronto, Etobicoke, for those being a little bit more specific. Yeah. So I just recently started watching Don't Blank with Cats, and there was one guy who said Etobicoke or
Etobicoke.
Oh my! And that drove my fiance and I crazy, because that is not how you say Etobicoke. But yeah, because it's funny too. Like, so to give a little bit of preference, Don't F with Cats is a documentary about a someone who commits this horrendous acts on kittens, and then it escalates further. And it was a very famous murder. I'll put spoilers in 3, 2, 1. It goes by the name. What was his name again?
Luca Magnotta.
Yes, Luca Magnotta. I actually didn't know that he did all these things with cats. I only remember him from the murder that he did. Yeah, right. From what he did with killing a human being and then chopping them up. This is starting to get dark. But yeah, he killed a human being, and then he chopped them up, mailed out the body parts and things like that. Right. But anyway, so this is what the documentary was about, and we're watching this documentary, and they're going through like Street View, and they're in Etobicoke because he's from Toronto, and there's the apartment building where he used to live, and there's the gas station. Like, oh, this is how we found out where he lives, is because of this one gas station. So Erica, my fiance, and I were like, oh my God, that's the left turn that we make to go to my parents' house, because my parents live in Etobicoke, and Luca Magnotta is from Etobicoke. And we're like, that's the left turn that we make all the time to go see my parents. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Anyway, that's, did I grow up in Canada? The answer is yes, and so did Luca Magnotta, the murderer. Have you ever played Warhammer Fantasy Battle? Yes, I did. Way back when. That's how I got started in this ye old hobby. I played Bretonians. That was my very first army. Then I switched on. I switched on over to, I think it was Warriors of Chaos. Actually didn't have any Warriors of Chaos in the army. It was mostly Marauders. And then I did Chaos Dwarves. Oh, sorry. I also had a stint with Tomb Kings, but then that only lasted for about 3 weeks. Sold that army. And then, yeah, Chaos Dwarves. And then I got out of the hobby. Not out of the hobby, I got out of fantasy fairly quickly. Not fairly quickly, but after I played Chaos Dwarves. Next. Super Wasp King. Hey, what's going on? We, not recently, but we kind of saw each other during the giveaway. I'm planning on gifting you guys some stuff in addition to the Tau I bought for Dave's army back when you guys moved into the bunker. That's really nice of you. Would you 140811, Cullen?
Would you prefer a Flux Master or a Chaos Rhino?
Oh, that is super nice of you. Don't really have to do that. If I had to say anything, maybe a Flux Master? I think that's the AOS model. Super Wasp King, you honestly, you don't have to do that. Seriously, you don't have to do that. That is super kind of you. Yeah, that's really nice for your generosity, but you don't have to do that. DYX51. Hey, Vito, when is Dave getting... What? Hey, Vito, when is Dave getting going to play Josh with his Tau against Imperial Guard? Oh, boy. You are going to have to ask either Dave or Josh that question. Josh really hasn't played on camera in quite a long time, but I think he's got his itch going quite a bit. So you're going to have to probably email Josh at miniwargaming.com, or Dave at miniwargaming.com, and try to get those two going. That would be, I think, a pretty interesting game to watch. Especially the banter, I think, between the two would be more entertaining than the actual game itself. From Zerglurgadurg. Hey, Vito. Loved your game against the Death Corps. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. That was actually a really good game against Josh. He was a really good guest. I know you were thinking of getting Krieg Army. That was a long time ago. Any thoughts now that you've played them? They're a beautiful range. If I get anything, it'd be, I think, just to paint a couple models. And I think it would be the Death Riders, which are just the Kriegsmen on the horses. And I think they would be more of like a display piece. Maybe grab like 5 or 10 of them and just put them on like a nice scenic base. Just do something really nice with them. So I don't know if it would be a fully fledged army now that I've picked up a bunch of Forge-rolled bikers and stuff. That was expensive. But yeah, I'd be more of just a, here's this really cool unit. What do you guys think? Put it on a shelf. From Ruffles McLeod. Hey, Vito. Let me try again. My English is good since you know what? I can't even speak. Try that again. Scratch that, reverse it. Willy Wonka. Hey, Vito, what would your one tip to start painting? Okay. What would my one tip to start painting? Yeah, I mean, have you painted before? That's always a good question to ask, but I think the best advice that I can say is pick up a brush and then never put it down. And what I mean by that is have the perseverance to say that, like, when you, like, never compare yourself to another person's and defeat yourself. Because I've done that, and there's gone periods where I've stopped painting, and it hurts yourself, and you can lose techniques, you can lose the ambition, and always strive to do better. Always learn. Try to learn new techniques, whether it's wet blending, glazing, picking up the airbrush, trying even to master dry brushing, which is one of the most simplest of techniques. But you'll be surprised how difficult it is to get dry brushing down perfect. So never stop painting, never put down your brush, always keep learning, refining your craft. Find painters that you enjoy, learn from them, adapt their painting techniques. I know you said one tip, but it's never just one. It's always an amalgamation of different ones. So yeah, just keep doing it. Just keep painting, keep painting, keep painting, keep painting, keep learning. Never stop learning. Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be my one tip. Never stop learning. Because once you stop learning, you'll stagnate, and then you're done. From Bugalicious, speaking of 30K, do you think Jagatai Khan would have converted to chaos if Magnus have tried to persuade him on Prospero instead of giving him 14-13-07?
Persuade him on Prospero instead of giving him the benefit and cons to both sides, since Magnus and him had grown so close to each other?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. If Magnus had tried to persuade him on Prospero, I don't think so. I think Jagatai is very much his own man, and he does what he wants, or he lies in wait to see. I don't think he lies in wait to see what he's very unpredictable, but he's also very much a man that he does what he wants, but no one else knows what he's going to do, just because he's out on the outskirts. So I don't think he would have fallen into chaos, but him and Magnus, they were friends. They did see eye to eye within certain regards of things, especially during the Council of Nicaea. There is a really great story, the Dornian heresy, where the White Scars did fall to chaos. I would recommend everyone going and checking that out. Someone actually did an audio version of it. I can't remember who it was, but I think it's like 3 hours long. So I highly recommend people going out and checking that out. It's really cool. We have one question left, so if you guys have more questions you want to ask me, I highly recommend you going in and asking me them, or else I'm just going to go into a ramble about something. Pick next. Daka Flame, or Daka Flaka Flame. Have you played any of the specialist games, Battlefleet, Gothic, Mordheim, Epic, etc.? I have played Mordheim. Mordheim is a lot of fun. There's actually a campaign with Steve and I where that was a ton of fun. I have played Blood Bowl once. That was a ton of fun, but I'm not well versed in the rules. I will be playing, I don't know if I can say this, so I'm not going to say it, but something is coming out in the pipeline, so look forward to that, even though I can't say it. But yeah, that's kind of be really, I want to say it. It's going to be, can I say this? I don't know if I can say it. I'm not going to say it then. But it's going to be a really cool campaign. It's coming out. It's going to be a specialist game. It's going to be featuring myself and Matt. That's, I think, going to be the max I can say. So, then I'll clear this question. Zergalurgadurg! If you could swap one of the loyalists with one of the traitors trying to give them the best chance to win the war for the heretics, which legions would they be? I imagine the rest of the question is 14, 30, 29.
The new third one, sorry?
Yeah.
Traitors trying to give them the best chance to win the war of the heretics. Which legion would swap?
If you could swap one of the loyalists with one of the traitors, trying them to give the best chance to win the war. Oh, good question. Oh, that's a tough one. What would you say, Colin? What do you think about that? Because, like, okay, I imagine the 1,000 Sons are still dead?
Well, I was going to say, what if they didn't die?
Okay, if they couldn't die,
And they have Magnus on their side.
GG, right?
That's the one I would think of off the top of my head.
That's what I would say. If the 1,000 Sons did not completely die, they did not fall to Tzeentch's schemes, it's GG, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
That's what I put them completely loyal. It's game over. Okay, so then what about the heretics? Who would you put?
Oh,
Horus?
like who would I give them?
Yeah. So which side of the heretics would go to the good guys? Oh no, I guess the opposite.
Yeah.
Who of the good guys would go to the heretics?
Take the Ultramarines. I don't like them.
Colin says the Ultramarines.
They can have them.
You can have them? What about the White Scars?
Chaos White Scars would be awesome to see.
Wow, how fast would they? With Khan?
Just like on a bike.
On a bike? Right? Oh, like, and they have one of the most fiercest fighters.
Or like if Jagatai turned into a demon engine.
Oh, he's a bike?
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you imagine the Khan as a bike? He's like a transformer. Oh, you remember Beast Wars as Rat Trap? The Khan as Rat Trap, but even scarier. Oh, that'd be terrifying. Oh my god. Oh yeah, okay, that's my choice. That's a little bit biased, but that's terrifying. That's terrifying. From C underscore Sia. Vito, if / there is a Necromunda campaign, what faction would you like to play? No comment. I remember that thing I was talking to you about that I can't talk about? Mini War Gamer for life. What do you think of the emerging campaigns? Do you think the players are enjoying the experience? I think they're actually really cool, and I can speak from first-hand account. Not that I participate. Well, I mean, I kind of participated in certain regards, but they are absolutely loving it, especially the Fallout one that just recently happened. I'd be talking to some of the people, that were in the mornings, and they are loving it. They are completely enjoying, the immersion. Some of them are even saying that they wish they could have 3 more weeks, even though they're here for just, I think, 5 or 6 days. Or actually, 7 days. They're just completely being totally immersed in the game, behind the scenes stuff, and it's like 24/7 of nothing but whatever your campaign is about. So if you are in a Resident Evil campaign, it's 24/7 of that. If you are in Fallout, it's 24/7. In the upcoming Witcher one, it's going to be 24/7 Witcher. It's really, really cool. So I think they are 100% enjoying the experience. From DYX51, is Colin excited to hand off Open Vault back to High Lord of Chaos, our HRM Dave, or is he going to miss his Luca moments?
I gotta get close to this microphone. I'm not wearing my glasses, guys. It's weird. I am not excited. Like, I really enjoyed doing it, so I'm sad that I had to kind of give it up to Dave because of timing. But it definitely makes me feel better that it's not another thing I have to do. So yes and no.
That makes sense.
Because I really do miss doing it. It was a lot of fun.
Calling out. You should do like the Batman thing, drop a smoke bomb. And then I have to like wait for it to clear out. From Bugalicious. Do you think Conrad Kurz was actually killed, or do you think the assassin chose not to kill him to prove his vision wrong? He always took pride in 1435-05.
But he took pride in knowing his visions were true, and maybe the Emperor used this as a way to prove him wrong.
I don't actually know. I'm not, to be honest, I think this is more of a question for Josh. Josh is more well-versed in Conrad Kurz and the Night Lords. What?
The nerd.
The Nerd Lord! Oh my god, it's the Night Lords, the Conrad Kurz. Yeah, this is more of a Josh question. Oh my goodness. This is more of a question for Josh. So I wish I could answer this question, Bugalicious, but I do apologize. I cannot answer this question. Zergalurgadurg is back with another question. Here's the hardest question ever. All right. Get ready for this one. You have to take Dutch's team and make them Primarchs. Who would be who? So from the Predator? Colin?
I guess so.
Yeah. Who would they be? Okay. That's interesting. A lot of them die to like an alien. So okay. I can spend an entire half hour on this question, Zerg. No wonder this. Yeah, that's okay. This is the, okay, Billy is going to be Kurz? Yeah, Billy's going to be Kurz. Dorn? No. Dutch will be Dorn? Because he looks like him? Maybe? Who else is there? I'm trying to think. Help me out, Colin. Colin, pull me up a picture of, just so I need a visual. I can see them in my head, but.
Predator team?
Yeah, just give me that. Okay.
Oh, that's with the new one.
All right, we got, who's going to be Poncho? Oh, Blaine. Who's Blaine? Blaine's got to be a big guy. But it can't be, Vulcan is going to be Mac. Vulcan is Mac. I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some fun. Or can he, no, he's going to lose his arm. He's weak. Who's Blaine? Who is Blaine? I gotta come back to who doesn't have time to bleed as a Primarch? Who do you think? Or Russ. Yeah, that's a great one, Colin. Russ is Blaine. Good one. Yeah, that's a great one. Poncho will definitely be, who's the word bearer one? That's Logar. Yeah, that's gonna be Logar. Logar.
Yeah, isn't there R?
It's Lurgar. Lorgar. Yeah, Logar, right? Lorgar? Whatever, he's a loser. Oh no, Billy? No, Billy is that's definitely Jagatai. He's totally Jagatai. Yeah, he's Jagatai. What am I talking about? He's totally Jagatai. And the rest don't matter. They all die. All right. Sorry, Zerg. We got to move on. Dr. Vulcan, are you still having fun with all of this? I hope so. Not entirely sure what you mean by all of this. I think I know what you might mean. Why don't you send me an email? Vito@miniwargaming.com. And we could have a really cool discussion. Because I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Daka Flaka Flame. What are you most looking forward to, hoping, at the GW Adepticon preview? To be very honest, I haven't looked at the preview. I won't be attending Adepticon, and I haven't taken a look at it, so I don't know.
It's just worded as the largest.
Or this is the biggest reveal. I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I just don't know.
You want the reveals for the Warhammer Old World, right?
I know Cullen does. I don't care. Yeah, I know. Cullen just me. Baharez! One of the funniest things I find when producers play each other is when you guys use the catchphrases to annoy each other in game. Hope you 143911.
Hope you guys do more, or hope you guys do this more. Also, do you have any fun to annoy other content producers around the office? Do you do anything fun to annoy? There you go.
Oh yeah, we do tons of things. I know Dave and I, we always give each other little digs here and there. What did I say to Dave this morning? I said there's Karn the Betrayer.
And Dave the Deceiver?
Yeah, Dave, was it Dave the Deceiver? Oh no. What did I call Dave? Is Dave the... Was it no.
I can't remember.
I called Dave something because I think he lied. I don't remember what it was, but he laughed really hard. This is like telling one of those jokes like you got to be there thing. It's like, this is not making anyone laugh, but it was funny in the moment and Cullen laughed too. But no, yeah, it's fun when we do play together and, you know, we have our little quirks here and there, so. From DYX51. I like the idea of being a content producer. What would your advice be for someone starting out, especially starting camera? Have a really fun personality. You can know nothing about the game. That will develop over time, but just have a personality, and each personality is different. I mean, you could take a look at Steve. His personality is different to me, which is different to Luca, which is different to Dave, which is different to Matthew. And people like different personalities for different reasons, right? There might be a person who likes Luca, but then there's a person who doesn't. And the vice, same goes for me, same goes for Dave, goes to Matthew. And that is fantastic. That is the spice of life, as the cliche says. So, yeah, just have a really cool personality, but don't force it. People will notice that as well. So, as for camera, when you say especially starting for the camera,
Literally anything that gets you started.
yeah, if you have your phone, Colin said, anything that gets you started, if you have like a phone, like on your iPhone, that works too.
Just start making things.
Yeah, just make things. Record something. Do a vlog of your day. Start there. Starmax. Hi, Vito. Sup? Have you and Mini Wargaming seen the Space Marine errata today? Yes, we have. What are your thoughts on it? Just right? Too much? Needed more? I think it's the Goldilocks. I think it's perfect. Yeah, I think I don't see any problems with it. Other people might have different opinions. I think it leans a little bit hard, maybe, with Iron Hands. But man, were those guys rough. So yeah, it works. So that's my opinion. I think it's fine. People will have knee-jerk reactions for everything. You know what I mean? If you are a Space Marine player, oh no, it's the end of the world. If you're not, hey, it's fine. Go with the flow, folks. Don't fight the river. Boogalicious. Vito, do you think because Vulcan is also a perpetual that he could take his father's spot as Emperor even though he isn't a Psyker? No, I do not believe so. I think his father made every single person or every single Primarch for a reason, so that they can do very specific roles within his galactic empire. But clearly, his empire is hot garbage. And no, I don't think that he could take his father's place. I don't think he has what it takes. I think he needed every single one of them, and I don't think Vulcan. I don't even think Vulcan would want to. So that's my personal opinion. Zergalurgadurg. Vito, my favorite thing to watch, and I'm sorry about this, is when your dice just betray you and you can't breathe for laughing. You know what? You don't have to apologize for this. I think it is funny that I go into this hysterical Joker laugh because it is funny. But man, when my dice betray me, it is so hard. My dice are so 50-50. Like, they will be on point, especially in the psychic phase. But man, they betray me hard, like really, really bad. But then they're so good to me. I don't know why. It's like with Luca, they're so perfect for him. Steve, it's very like 75-80% there with him. But for me, man, they are just bad. Not bad, like 50-50. Oh, but they look so good. Like that purple, it's nice. It's nice purple. Baharez, if you could know one psychic power in life, which would it be and why? And then also, do you think we will ever see a bat rap with Cullen, where his 14, 47, 20.
War machines do not blow up.
Oof, you were asking too much. You're asking too much. Too much. If I can know like psychic power in real life, I don't know. What would be my one Can I have a psychic power where it's like the Jedi mind thing, where I just go like this, and I just tell people what to do? That would be tight.
You don't want to smite people?
No, I don't want to kill someone. I don't want to be a murderer.
Was it psychic jump, or what's the jump one?
The jump?
Yeah, the orc one.
I don't want to move around
Just teleport?
or cause like storms. I just want to wave my hands around and be like, hey, give me money. And be like, okay, here's my money. I don't want to kill people. What am I? What's his name again, Colin? I just watched him last night.
What?
Luca Magnotta?
Yeah.
I don't want to kill people. Cut their head. Oh, that's awful. We're not going there. Boogalicious, what was your very first model that you painted from GW, and do you still have it? Yes, I do still have it. It's on my desk upstairs at Mini Wargaming, and it is what is it? Oh, it is a Bretonnian trumpeter on horseback. I painted up to be a Knight Templar, so my very first model was actually trying to paint white. Actually, maybe I'll make a post of that, showing you guys my very first model. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. I'll do like where I've been and where I am now. I'll do like maybe a side by side. I think that could actually be. That might be inspiring. Let me know actually in the comments if people might want to see that. Yeah. StarMax, my thoughts exactly. I like my versatile Space Marines. In other news, my Bone Reapers are coming along nicely. Awesome. I sent you a photo of the one stalker. Actually, yeah, sorry, StarMax. I remember you sending me an email. I've just been extremely busy with my wedding coming up. A lot of planning. I might be changing my scheme. I saw this really beautiful black bone armor. And it had, I was talking to Colin. It's like this black bone with, and then I was thinking about doing like this kind of jade or sapphire armor as well. I don't know. It's gonna be like a totally custom color scheme for my OCR Bone Reapers. And for those of you who are wondering, this is gonna be like a Cavalos army, so it's all cavalry. I don't know if I want to do it or not, this color scheme. I'm struggling with the color scheme for this. This is completely custom. But yeah, StarMax, I'll send you an email and I'll let you know a little bit more about my color scheme. Dr. Vulcan, I am painting a white armor, white as in quotations, armor Stormcast force, and they get dirty so easily. What color / method for painting drives you the most crazy? Ooh, I think green. Not a big fan of green. It's one of those things like I don't know where to start. White's pretty. I don't want to say easy for me, but I know how to do it. Yellow's a little annoying too. I think it's got to be green.
You said dirty, meaning bumping with my fingers, smudging the finish, every error shows up, etc.
Oh yeah, I've definitely had those issues. Actually, with my Sigvald the Magnificent, I had this one issue where I was painting his cloak white, and then I was holding the mini, and then I needed to kind of readjust. So I put my thumb on his cloak, and then my fingerprint ended up right on the end of it. I'm like, oh no! I tried to fix it, and I couldn't. I'm like, I don't know where to do. I don't want to like put more and more layers because the transition was just so smooth. So I'm like, how am I going to fix this? How can I fix this? How can I fix this? It's so smooth. How do I fix this? So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a Slanesh transfer right on the edge. And I'm like, this is perfect. It covers up my fingerprint. Done. And it worked out perfectly. So you can get away with like, as, oh, what's his name from Mythbusters? Is it Jamie? No, not Jamie. He's the awful one. He's one of my idols too. This is the worst. Adam Savage. He says it's called hiding the crimes. You can hide the crimes by doing little things like that. So yeah, I think it's got to be green. I'm not a big fan of painting green, but I do it anyway. Zergalurgaderg, loving the iron brush. What do you think if halfway they gave you both single paint of their choice that you had to use on the model? Yeah, that's a really cool idea. We can chalk that up and put that in the idea box. What do you think, Colin? Yeah, Colin, give it a nod.
Did you get the Dr. V, I think, before you played his question, or said another? I have some good, easy to do greens that might work for your Bone Reaver forest. He will send you an email.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, if anyone also has like ideas or color schemes they want to throw my way, please. I am more than willing and open for ideas. So yeah, send them my way. I love them. We're actually all out of questions. We do have 6 minutes left, so if you want to ask more questions, please do. I'll leave the queue open for a couple more minutes. But right now there's no more questions. And if there's no more questions, I will be talking about Dragon Ball Super. So I've been watching a lot more clips, and oh boy, do I love Dragon Ball Super. Colin, do you like Dragon Ball Super? Colin doesn't watch Dragon Ball Super.
Piccolo.
That's all Colin knows is Piccolo. Every time I talk about Dragon Ball Super, all he says is, Piccolo, I remember the green guy. Oh man, such a good show. I can't wait until the next season. Oh man, so good. DYX51, Colin say no. Colin say no. He doesn't want to hear about Dragon Ball Super. You know what? Dragon Ball Super is a good show, and you need to be cultured in Dragon Ball Super. Dr. Vulcan. More questions. Necrons are great. Yes, Necrons are great. You know what? I haven't played against Necrons in quite a while. Zergalurgaderg. Which named greater demon would win a battle royale? Magic included. Would it be Fate Weaver? It's gotta be Fate Weaver. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be Fate Weaver. Gotta be Fate Weaver. Starmax. Vito, how about Mirror and Shatter? Oh, look at all these questions flying in. Oh my goodness. I'm actually going to close the chat, people, in 2 minutes. Starmax, Vito, how about Mirror and Shattered Glass paint job? Oh, wow. I have no idea right now how to do that. I would find an effect and learn that effect and then apply it. I don't know about actually painting it. I'd probably find a way to do like non-metallic metal and then do cracks.
Okay, someone asked me a question and then I murdered my own chat. Can you ask them to re-ask me the question? Or can you read it? It wasn't like it was at Mini Wargaming.
Oh. What?
Someone asked me a question.
Hello, Cullen, like the beard?
No, someone asked me. I think it was
Someone asked Cullen a question, and if you want to re-ask that question, please go ahead and do that.
I accidentally closed chat.
Cullen is a monster. So yeah, that's how I would do glass. Is I'd try to do like a non-metallic metal kind of thing, and then I just do cracks. But I would find like an actual shattered glass medium, or a glass medium. Daka Flacka Flame. What is the silliest army idea you've had? Oh, okay. And I actually executed it. I painted 10. I painted 10 models, and then I'm like, I am done this garbage. I was going to do an Empire army of 3 Musketeers, and I had to convert, sculpt, and paint 90 gunners and halberdiers that all had like tabards and those big hats with like the feathers. I got through 10 of them, sculpting them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to kill myself. And I actually did like the little conversion of the 3 Musketeers, like D'Artagnan, Porthos, and Porthos, Athos, and Aramis, and then D'Artagnan, but he's the 4th. So I did them like doing all for one and one for all. I actually have that upstairs as well. If you guys want to see that, I did that years ago. I think 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years, whatever, how many years ago. So I have that upstairs as well. But I did that. I did 10 of them, and I'm like, I can't do this army anymore. This is impossible. So I scrapped that army. I think that was the craziest thing I've ever done.
I always wanted to do a Bioshock themed at mech army using Castellan robots as big daddies.
Oh, that's actually a really cool army. Bioshock army is what Colin wanted to do. That's really cool. But yeah, once again, that's pretty crazy.
It's too much.
Yeah.
I can't convert that well.
Yeah. I'm going to close the chat in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Dr. Vulcan, have a wonderful day over there, everyone. You all do good work. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Baharez, what are you most excited for upcoming 40K AOS? Also, how long can you hold up the Super Saiyan pose while screaming as you power up? I don't know. Maybe we should try that. I'm not going to do it right now because I currently have a bit of a headache. There's actually a really great video of a kid who thought, he goes, you know what, we all have the power to go Super Saiyan. And it's like an 8-minute video of him just going, ah, ah, and he's like throwing his head back and forth. And then someone made an edit of that video of him just like lighting up with like the Super Saiyan stuff going up. Oh, it's an incredible video. Colin, I have to show you this video eventually. But what am I excited for upcoming up 40K in AOS? Oh, I think one of the Psychic Awakenings has demons coming out. Super excited to see what they do with them. Because they are not the best right now. AOS, I'm excited for something to excite me. That's what I'm excited for. Because right now, coming to Mini Wargaming, AOS was my favorite game. Now it is not. So I just want something to excite me. Because I want to be excited about something. Sia_Sa. In the voice of Lord Flashheart, if you can. Hello, Cullen, like the beard. How's the new Mini Wargaming going for everyone? Especially you and Vito, obviously. That's a question for you, Cullen. How's Mini Wargaming going for everyone? How's the new Mini Wargaming going for everyone?
Good.
Good, yeah. I think everything's going good.
Hey, Vito.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Good.
Good. Oh, Dave.
Witcher. You're excited for the Witcher campaign?
Yes.
40K. That's
Yes.
what you're. No, actually, that's AOS.
Yes.
There's the thing you'd be excited
Yes.
for AOS.
Yes.
It's not 40K. We're going to do AOS for that.
Did you know that someone said in a comment that you and I, with our beards, could be in a System of a Down?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but now that you told me, I've heard it once.
Don't know. That was a comment that someone made.
Right. Yeah, I didn't see it, but you told me, so now I heard it.
Okay.
Now I know.
Tight.
Yeah, I just typed. Yeah.
Login_failure. Will you guys play Conquest, the last argument of kings? I don't actually know what Conquest, the last argument of kings is. Is that a miniature game? Is that a board game? Conquest, the last argument of kings. Not entirely sure what that is. Send me an email, vito@miniwargaming.com. Send me the information of what that is, and I will check that out.
Looks like a rank and flank.
A rank and flank game?
Looks like it.
Excuse me. Oh, those miniatures look kind of cool. Yeah. There's no thing right now to cover it. Nothing in the timeline, but it does look pretty cool. And then Mini Wargaming for Life. This is going to be the last question. For Dragon Ball, do you like the dub version or the original better? I like the English. What they put out on TV is pretty good. It was pretty sad that Team 4-Star did cancel their content, and I totally understand why. But hey, things happen, so that is all she wrote. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Sit and Talk. I think that's all we've had time. We're not going to talk about Luca Magnotta anymore. I think that's all we have time for him. And that's it for him forever. So everyone, thank you so much. Thank you so much again. If you want to leave comments for Steve, it's going to be leave them in this video, but on the Mini Wargaming site. And toodaloo, I love you all. Please be good to each other. As always, peace on the streets, and I will see you next time. Love you all. Vito out. Happy wargaming.